Hey, this is All the Science, the science podcast that describes one science concept in 5 minutes or less. Our topic today is, where do animals sleep?
There are three main kinds of sleep-habituated animals: nocturnal, diurnal, and crepuscular animals. Nocturnal animals, such as raccoons, owls, and opossums, are active during the night. Diurnal animals are asleep during the night, such as humans, and crepuscular animals are most active during dawn or at dusk, such as deer.
Every biome and habitat has a place for animals to sleep. This would include somewhere on land, in the water, or in trees. Animals at the top of the food chain or domesticated animals usually prefer to sleep in the open, like lions, cats, or dogs. However, most animals search for more hidden locations to shelter them from the elements and predators.
On to more specific examples of how and where some animals sleep. Not many people know how dolphins sleep. They have a relatively unique method of catching some Z's. They sleep through unihemispheric slow-wave sleep, a process in which they essentially shut off half of their brain and leave the other side turned on. When this happens, the active part of the brain will monitor the environment and control breathing functions. Within a 24-hour period, dolphins will get 4 hours of slow-wave sleep, according to an article written in 2008 by the Neuroscience and Biobehavioral Reviews.
When humans sleep, we lose consciousness. Many animals don't exactly sleep through being unconscious. Some animals, like turtles, simply go into a state of heightened rest. Painted turtles bury themselves in sand or mud at the bottom of a pond to sleep, absorbing oxygen from the water. Marine turtles can sleep on the surface of the water when far out in the ocean, and in shallow water, they wedge themselves under overhanging rocks or coral outcroppings. Temperate tortoises hibernate through the winter. Hibernation is a very deep form of sleep where bodily processes slow down so that the animal stays alive until spring.
Most birds sleep perched on a tree or in a safe area. Some birds, such as the hummingbird, go into an intense hibernation-like state called torpor. Their metabolism lowers to 1/15 of its normal rate, and their body temperature drastically drops. This happens to save as much energy as possible. Their beak will point up at a sharp angle and their feathers fluff out. It takes 20 minutes to an hour for hummingbirds to recover from torpor, and if a hummingbird is especially weak, they may not even survive.
Imagine yourself at the lakeside on a hot summer day. You're basking in the summer sun without a care in your mind. Then fast forward a few hours to dusk. You're sitting on your desk enjoying a cup of tea, and all of a sudden, you notice the mosquitoes buzzing around your head. This is because mosquitoes sleep mostly during the day and come out at night. They search for sheltered crevices in their surroundings, such as holes in the ground, thick weeds, or hollow logs to rest during the day, and come out to play at night. Remember this the next time you go for a walk at dusk, and do not forget to bring your bug spray.
Not many people know how jellyfish sleep. It was previously thought by scientists that jellyfish don't actually sleep because they lack a more developed nervous system, but new studies have come out that suggest otherwise. They do in fact sleep. Jellyfish usually pulse their bells at a rate of once every second, but it was found that at night they pulse at 39 pulses per minute instead of 60. It was also found that jellyfish prefer to sleep in the bottom of their aquariums, and when they were brought to the top, they would slowly make their way back to the bottom. A study was done where they would put jellyfish in a position where constant water flow was felt so that they couldn't sleep, and scientists found that the next day the jellyfish were less active. This proves that they do in fact require some level of rest to function. Also, when they were given melatonin, the sleep hormone found in humans, they were knocked out. Funny how something so little and simple as a jellyfish contains some of the same complex bodily functions that humans do.
There's still a long way to go in the field of research that is the sleep patterns of certain animals. Take sharks, for example. Nobody really knows if they sleep or not. It is known that there are periods of rest in their day-to-day lives, but by the human definition of sleep, it is hard to know if they actually sleep. As the science behind this topic becomes more developed, we will be able to know the sleeping patterns of all animals.
Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this podcast, and don't forget to subscribe to All This Science.